April 16th is looking likely to be the new iPad mini Pro release date. We're also expecting the base model to start at $499 for the price. Let me share you more details about this and what features to expect in the new iPad mini with the latest leaks. So let's start with more details of that release date and price of the new iPad Pro mini. So it's been almost 2 years since we've had a new iPad mini that came out in 2019 with the A12 chipset inside. It was believed that the release date of the next iPad mini was going to be March 2021, and this would have fallen in line with most other iPads in recent years when they have come out in either in October or March time. However, like the iPhone 12 last year, everything seems to be pushed out about a month or so due to the pandemic what's going on in the world right now. According to Macworld, they believe a new iPad mini is coming as it's been over 2 years since the last release, so April is very much on the cards. Also with Macworld, they have confirmed that it's looking likely Apple will want Easter out of the way first, with invites going out on April the 6th and the iPad event to happen on Tuesday the 13th of April to show off the new iPad Pro and also the new iPad mini. If this is true, then Apple will most likely release both iPads on the Friday, what is April the 16th. Apple in the past history has launched around about 90% of its products on a Friday, so it's very likely they will do the same again. Also, at the Apple event in April, as much as we will see the new iPad mini and the new iPad Pro, we're expecting to see the release of AirTags as well. There is also the possibility that we will see the new M1X chipset in some new iMacs. However, if you want more information about this, check out my other. So, for the iPad mini Pro price, it's a bit tricky to work out at the moment as the next model is going to probably be a Pro one instead of a standard mini model. At the moment, you can get the current gen iPad mini for $399 if you opt for the 64GB model. Now remember, this is just a standard mini. Now, this is a good benchmark to get a good price of, but with the likelihood of an A14 or even the slight possibility of an A14X chipset inside the iPad Pro mini, it is likely that the price will probably change. Remember that the latest and the newest iPad 8th generation that came out in late 2020 has the same A12 Bionic chipset inside it, yet this is a 10.2-inch model on the screen size, and yet it also still costs $70 cheaper than the iPad mini 5th generation. So we believe that the new iPad mini Pro, and especially that it's going to be a Pro model, is likely to get a bit of a price hike, and it will start at $499. Now, the biggest rumour of all so far, as you can see in these renders, what I'm showing here, is that we may get a whole new design iPad mini. This would technically be the first time the iPad mini has had a whole new design since it first came out in 2012. The rumours are saying that the iPad mini 6 will be in the same design as an iPad Pro, giving that more flatter view and approach to the design. This must mean that we would get far smaller bezels and also removal of the home button or Touch ID button in favour of gesture control and also Face ID. Now, this is a speculation and not many leaks have actually indicated that Apple are actually going to do this. However, it makes sense for Apple to make their iPad line look very similar, just like the full iMac line or the MacBook line looking also similar as well. However, one leak that seems to be clear is that the iPad mini 6 could come in a new slightly larger screen, and it would be an 8.5-inch size. For reference, all previous iPad minis, including the latest 5, have featured a 7.9-inch display. Min-Chin Kao, a reliable leaker, predicts that the display will be either 8.5 or 9 inches. The move doesn't necessarily mean we'll have to squeeze a larger tablet into our bags, as Apple has increased the displays of its iPads before by simply slimming down the bezels, just like the iPad 7th Gen that came with a 10.2-inch screen instead of a 9.7 like previous iPads, but the overall dimensions are basically the same. As also mentioned, for such a big screen increase, I believe a whole new design is in the works for the iPad mini 6. I can't really see such a jump in screen size in the current design of the iPad minis that we have previously seen. Now, another leak about the screen is rumoured to get a mini LED makeover. These new displays would replace the LCDs in the products and would offer an experience more akin to an OLED. That recurrent iPad mini 6 will also feature that new A14 Bionic chip that we recently got in the iPhone 12, but RAM size will probably get about the same as the normal iPhone 12 models, not the Pro models, so that would roundabout be about 4GB. For storage, we're expecting now the minimum to be either 64 or 128GB. This then would put it on par with the likes of the iPhone 12 or the iPhone 12 Pro models that start at 64 gigs or 128GB in the Pro models, and this is kind of needed in 2021. Apple Pencil support was also added for the iPad mini 5, and we expect it to stick around, possibly with the support for the second generation Apple Pencil that also came out last year. A keyboard folio accessory would be nice as well, though whether it would work as well, it's going to be difficult to ensure that it could happen because the tablet is far smaller, and from the latest leaks and renders we can see here, if the actual physical size of the actual tablet is going to be smaller, I can't really see how we're going to get a full-size keyboard working with such a small tablet. Another rumour suggests that the iPad 6 might stick with the Lightning port, rather than jumping to the USB-C standard you find across the iPad Pro range. Apple gave the Pro a USB-C port as a Pro is targeted to be a laptop replacement device and also to work with Pro apps, so the ability to import media on USB was needed. However, we did get a surprise with the iPad Air this year, and that now has a USB-C port, but the new Air is a high-end iPad just sitting under the iPad Pro line, where the Mini is more of a mid-ranged iPad, so personally we believe it will be sticking with a Lightning port. Well guys, at this stage this is the latest we know about the iPad mini 6. So are you excited about the new iPad mini 6 and will you be getting one? Or maybe you may get another iPad instead. Let me know what model you plan to buy in the comments. Don't forget, if you have liked this video as well, to press the like button, and of course to hear the latest gaming news, tech news, reviews and comparisons, please do hit subscribe followed by that bell.